Okay, hello. Today I'm gonna do my 14th day of meditation in VR. Okay, right, let's go. Okay. Okay, great. It's going a little bit bigger. There you are. Okay. Let's use a meditation. Let's do the guide audio.
In this meditation, we are going to explore the nature of our thoughts. So let's begin. Close your eyes and bring your breathing back to its normal rhythm. Are you breathing? To answer that question, you became aware of your own breathing. Keep your awareness on your breathing. If you like, you can place your awareness on the physical sensations of your breath, like how the air expands around your abdomen or how the air enters and leaves your nose. Remain aware of your breath. You'll notice that thoughts will start to appear. When you observe a thought, acknowledge it by clicking your mouse or tapping the space bar, and bring your awareness back to your breathing. Remember, you're not resisting thoughts from rising, and you're not encouraging thoughts from rising neither. You're just watching as the thought comes and watching as the thought leaves, just like the tides in a river. Remain in this awareness of the breath and observe as thoughts appear and disappear. If it makes it easier, every time a thought appears, you can acknowledge it by tapping the mouse button or pressing the space bar. Sometimes we'll forget to remain as an observer and we'll get lost in a thought. When your mind wanders like this, just bring your awareness back to your breath. In this meditation, you're exploring the nature of your thoughts while using your breath to remain as an observer and not a participant in your thoughts. For the remainder of the meditation, all you do is this. Keep your awareness on your breathing. When you observe a thought, acknowledge it by clicking your mouse or tapping the space bar, and bring your awareness back to your breathing. I'll leave you to complete the rest of the meditation. If you need further guidance, then follow the instructions on the screen.
Oh shoot, not halfway through. I'm tired. Come on, sleep. Okay, wow. Pretty much falling asleep. Once you know with absolute certainty that nothing can trouble you, you come to disregard your desires and fears, concepts and ideas, and live by truth alone. That was pretty long. One is never afraid of the unknown. One is afraid of the known coming to an end. Okay, read one more. Realization is not acquisition of anything new, nor is it a new faculty. It is only a removal of all camouflage. Realization. Alright, when it's dark enough, you can see the stars. Okay. Oh, unlock rain and story? Okay. How come I didn't see the fireflies? It's daytime now. Okay. Meditate through the night. Okay. Okay, that's Fox. I sense you have a question, my friend. How did everything stop growing? It happened hundreds of years ago, and it happened because of a foolish emperor. What do you do? You see, there was an emperor who was so afraid of death that he was willing to sacrifice anything to find a way of escaping death. To be immortal. Interesting, carry on. The emperor searched and tried various things, but he could not find immortality. Tried? Like what? Like swallowing 7 magical stones, 1 for each day of the week. How can that not work? Well, needless to say, the stones were not magical. Did he give up? Yes. That's a short story. Patience wanderer, as he was getting old, he started to become more aware that his time had nearly come to an end. So he went on a 3-day journey deep into a forest not far from here to spend time alone, to contemplate his death. Why was the emperor so scared of death? That is the thing about death. It is not scary until it becomes yours. What scared him about death was that everything would be taken away from him, but he didn't mind giving up his possessions. He didn't mind giving up his kingdom, but he struggled with the thought of giving up his memories, because he knew that his memories, his experiences, they made him who he was. Without them, he was nothing. Even not that. We are just a collection of memories. When I told the story to the last person that wandered here, he just looked back at me with glassy eyes. Soon I realized that he was asleep with his eyes open, an impressive skill. Did he teach you how to sleep with your eyes open? Yes, but I will not teach you. Why? We have tons of boring lore to get through. What happened to the emperor? Well, he spent days thinking and trying not to think, but none of it helped. He knew he could not escape it. Depressed, he decided to head back to his kingdom. However, after a day of traveling back, he realized that he was not lost. He spent the next week walking, trying to find his way home, trying to survive. The more he tried to run away from death, the closer he approached it. He got what he was running away from. He got what he was running away from. Indeed, on the 20th day without food and living only on rainwater, he lay down on the ground exhausted. He looked up at the trees swaying in the wind. He thought of all things he would have to leave. Then suddenly, in the sound of the wind, he fell silent. He died? Yes. Can you not make him die? That's depressing. Alright, he did not die. He was jolted awake. His eyes took a moment to focus. He realized that he was looking up at someone. Who was it? The foolish fool who lived alone in the forest had found him. The same foolish fool you mentioned previously? The very same one. Think of the most foolish thing in existence. That would be him. The foolish fool. So the emperor didn't die? Once the foolish fool brought the emperor back to life, he realized something. This was not just any fool. This was the foolish fool, the one who was fabled to have power so great that he had hidden himself away from people. What was the old saying? The worst things that can happen to you is either to not get what you wish for, or to get what you wish for. Okay. Wait, so the emperor got what he wanted? Immortality? The emperor explained why he had come to the forest, to contemplate his own impermanence and his eternal wish to not die. He asked the foolish fool if he could grant his wish, and that fool, being a fool, could not do anything less but agree. But there was a sacrifice to be made. What was the sacrifice? He could not give immortality to just one man. He would have to grant it to everyone and everything. That was generous of him. Remember, he was a fool. How did he do it? Legend has it he took an egg and cracked it on the emperor's forehead. He then did a little jig around him while calling the emperor's mother foul names. It was a test to see if the emperor's wish was more important than his own mother. And it was. Did it work? At that very moment, the emperor became immortal. But that was not everything. Tell me. The foolish fool did even more. He made immortality worthless. How can he make immortality worthless? By giving to everyone and everything. Everyone and everything? Everyone realized later that day that the sun would not set. Everything became immortal. Don't you remember that day? It's vague. It happened such a long time ago. That foolish fool put a driftwood right into the cogwheels of time for everyone. The emperor became immortal? Oh, yes, he did. He stopped growing. Like a stone, he was edged forever in immortality. That's a good thing? That's enough stories. Come back to me when Playne has evolved more. Thank you for your stories. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, let's look at my streak, right? Is it streak or progress? Okay. Cannot meditate in the wind. Okay. Alright. We change weather? Not working. Weather and time. Okay, okay, everyone. Yeah, this concludes my 14-day meditation. Okay, everyone. Okay, like the video, and yeah, see you next time. Okay, everyone. Take care, be well. Okay, take care. Alright, thanks for